a little worried about. However, the bottom line is the reason that we keep getting our business license and permits denied is because that's the instruction from the higher ups right now, because we don't have this kind of proper zoning and regulation. However, once we do have an ordinance and the process 2 is implemented, those clerks that are sitting there going through the application, they're going to have the instruction now that if A, B, C, and D is completed, whatever those steps are, then we approve. The holdup is because of again, this lack of anything right now, this lack of ordinance. So hopefully, and of course, we don't have a crystal ball, we don't know for sure. But hopefully, once we have the ordinance and there's clear guidelines, you go in, you'll go through process 2, and while there will be some discretion, it's not necessarily the kind of discretion that some of us are worried about. And to be frank, at the end of the day, I don't think many of us as new small business owners have $5,000 to just get the ball rolling. So that's a really big concern, and we've got to deal with that fact that we don't have that kind of money. And if we can't start the collectors, we can't open them, then what's the point? We can't provide safe access. So if we have problems when it gets to process 2, then we're all going to have to put on our suits and warrior gear and go and address it. But I think that we'll be okay because there's going to be the regulation there. There will be an ordinance that says where these things can go. So that's my understanding. And again, then the difference between the 2 and the 3 is to whom it's appealable. But again, hopefully we're not going to have to be worrying about those appeals because there'll be clear guidance. That's what I think.
Yeah, so that's the good news.
Thank you. I understood in the task force that when they explained it, that the process 3 is appealable to the council, the process 2 is appealable to each individual community planning group. Is that right?
Yes.
Right.
That's what Steve came in and explained why he had wanted to have.
Right, but again, we have $5,000.
Well, when he did process 4, he was pushing for process 4.
Process 4.
Yeah, that was the one.
And process 4 then is actually appealable to the city council.
Right.
So that's why there was that push to that, because we still aren't really sure. The mayor's office is pretty much, they're mute on the issue. They refuse to say anything. So
I don't know if we need to go into all this right now, Craig, for the group, but I think the bottom line is that any progress we're making is positive. And any further step we make towards getting the actual regulations in place is all positive. So.
Exactly.
I don't know what was said before I came in or where we're at right now, but
We were just talking about the uptown, what happened at uptown.
right, we actually got them to be reasonable, right? I mean, a lot of us were there present and they came out very reasonable. The big reason that happened, none of our opposition was really there. Nobody was there, okay? And that's what we want to continue happening. Everybody else entrapped when it comes to your local city council planning committee meetings, so that we can't all be present and we can do what we did last time, which is overwhelm them with so much positive that they couldn't go against in the moment. And that's what it was, and that's what won us the Uptown Council meeting. Right? We have a few more coming to the land planning, right? And we have, I think they just did the CDC, but they didn't have us on the agenda. Right? So as soon as they have us on the agenda, I'm letting everybody know we'll all be there again too. But the problem here is this. 2 is a simple fill out a permit. If the community doesn't like it, you go to the little community planners. As soon as they put up 3, they kind of get a little warden out there, someone who oversees us and says whether or not you can even open. If you don't like his decision, then it goes to an appeal to the council, to your local planning committee. If it's going to 4, you not only get that warden overseeing the whole process, then if you don't like his thing, you have to not just go to your local city planning community, you have to go to the city council for appeal. That's even higher. And each one goes up by $5,000 basically. Okay? Number 2, it's pretty much free. Number 2, pretty much just allowing businesses to establish themselves. 3 and 4 would really detrimentally hurt us as a community financially. Yes. And it's their way of filtering and not allowing flood.
So as you got here, this is why I'm bringing that point that we need to get out there and be there and speak at these other meetings. And it can't be done by us alone. We all need to go there. We need a group. We need to organize this. Or, we get them to change, we can make this change. Right now we get the CPC turn. And let me tell you a little something about the uptown community planners group there a little bit. The president of the group is some sort of drug exposure thing. Do you know what his title is?
He works for the county as a drug rehab counselor.
Yeah, and he gets involved in shutting down drug houses. He was totally against this. Totally against it. Fought it to the teeth and grind in there. And yet they all voted unanimously because he couldn't vote to do it. So this can be turned. That's what I'm saying. You have one of the most negative guys standing there pushing this, and everybody have turned it. So we can do this if we get together. So what I want to see from you guys is some volunteers out here and saying, yes, I'm going to do this. Yes, I guess let's be Obama. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Let me hear it.
Yes, we can.
Okay, so what we want to do is actually sit down and organize this. So maybe you guys want to sit down. Who wants to help? Who wants us to come down? Who's going to give me a commitment to be at the next meeting?
You gotta tell us when they are.
Oh, we're going to tell you when they are. Who's going to look at the web page regularly and see and keep up on those dates?
But that's actually something to raise, which is
The
the
web-
web page.
Well, we're going to do that in just a second, okay? Just give me a second. So I want you guys on the web page. Right now we have a web page. It's not the greatest, but we do have a blog on there. And that's where I'm coming up to next right now. I'm going to bring up somebody, John Paul, because like I said, this is your normal, okay? John, why don't you come up here for a second too. We want to have our center of communication on our web for you so that you guys can go there. We can put web widgets on there to keep you updated. You can put them on, find out when the meetings are. You can take that widget, put it on your own site. You'll be able to see right on it instantly if anything comes up on the website. It'll tell you the dates of the meetings and everything. So grab those widgets. John is a web designer. He's going to be helping Norml do its new web page and stuff. We're adding a lot more to it. One of the things I asked him to come here to discuss with you is, what do you guys want to see on the web page? What is it that's going to help you? We have some ideas that we're going to do, but what is it that you guys want to see? What is going to be the best thing that can help you that you would want to see on the web page? Go ahead.
I think that.
Well, hold on. John, why don't you introduce yourself first?
Let me introduce myself. Hello, everyone. My name is Jean-Paul Lederer. I'm a graphic and web designer here in San Diego. It's come to my attention that your website is in need of some help. So I'm here to lend my services, and I'm here to answer any questions you have regarding what you would like to see on the site. I have printed out a questionnaire. I didn't know how many people were going to be here today, so I think there's only about a dozen of them, and maybe Craig could pass those out, and if you have a pen, you can fill in the answers. Just some basic questions of, I noticed that the colors were pretty off on the page. I thought we could get a color scheme going. They generally use 2 colors, so maybe you guys could write in what colors you'd like to see, and we could take a vote on it. Also, Craig told me that the emphasis on the site right now would be education and legalization for medical use. She said that the recreational use would take a back seat for the moment, but as soon as the laws for the medical come into place, that would follow.
Right, we're always for legalization, but right now what we're doing is our emphasis at the moment is we're dealing with medical. I want the website to touch everything, but a lot of our real stuff is what's going on in San Diego right now on the medical issues, because we're working on those issues with City Council and task force and everything. We also on the statewide level do have legalization. We have the bills that want to get that in there. But right now our focus at the general moment has been the medical issue. At least that's what we've been doing, unless you guys want to change that focus a little bit. I don't hear anybody. Oh my God, somebody raised their hand.
I've been working lately with I have a lot of folks that I talk to about this, that are my age, the senior citizens, and they're all in Vista.
Come on up
And
here.
I'm motivating them to get them out there and vote. However, I don't have the knowledge that I need